what is going on? It is very windy this morning and overcast, so that means I'm picking up a topwater right here. It's a little red and white spook, 30-pound fluorocarbon, 20-pound braid, medium rod, 4,000 size spinning reel. That's the deal for now. We're gonna start off throwing topwater early in the morning, see if we can pick up a big snook or a big jack on top. It's been a while since I've done that, so it'll be fun to toss this thing around for a little bit. You know, it's very windy today, so we might move back into the mangroves later just to get away from this terrible wind. It's 6:30 and it's already blowing about 15 miles per hour. But that is our plan for now. We are gonna get tossing and hopefully hook up with some big ones this morning. Oh my God, that was a big snook. Eat it, dude, eat it. Dude, 3 times and you're not gonna get hooked once? Oh, come on, he's right here, he's right here. Right here, next to the boat, right next to the boat. Oh my God. Gosh, that was like a 35-inch snook. Whew. 3 times, and he misses trebles every time. It doesn't hook up. And I never pulled it. I never did anything. I just sat there and stayed calm, and I was like, eat, eat, eat. And he even came up next to the boat and was falling in a circle. Gosh. The wind is super bad, so I'm just going to apologize in advance if I hook up with a fish in this really windy area. But the fish are biting pretty well over here. Oh God! Turn your head. I think it's a jack, but it came all the way out of the water to eat. It's just a little jack, but he freaking pounded it. There he goes. Oh, he missed it, dude. Gosh. I'm getting crushed and they are not hooking up. This is just so annoying. That fish just freaking slammed the crap out of this thing. Topwater time has come and gone. One jack, I had a ton of hits this morning. It was unreal how many hits I had, and I just wasn't connecting. And that one big snook, he's probably between 32 and 34 inches, so not a giant, but a good sized snook. And he hit 3 times and just would not connect. And I didn't pull, and I just kept the constant rate, and he just couldn't get it. It was just a frustrating thing, but very cool to see a big snook like that trying to eat a topwater. But topwater bite is done. I've been throwing for about probably 45 minutes since that snook, or since I caught that jack actually. But we're gonna move on. I'm gonna put a jerk bait on here, a twitch bait on, have a small swim bait, maybe a terrorize. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move some mangroves and really just get into a backwater condition and start fishing and get out of the wind. That's the plan. Alrighty. We have made the move back into some backwater, some back country. We have the opportunity to catch snook, tarpon, largemouth bass. That's pretty much it. No, there's other stuff like sheep's head and flounder, cichlids, all that kind of stuff in here. Very, very diverse ecosystem. So, we're gonna start throwing. I would like to maybe catch a little tarpon, maybe some big snook, but we're just gonna see what works. We're gonna be throwing some twitch baits, got terrorize rigged up. We're gonna be running through all our options here and seeing what works. All right, we're throwing a little twitch bait right here. This is really a great all-around bait for, like I was saying, tarpon, bass, and snook. Now, snook-wise, I've caught some big snook on little twitch baits, but typically the little snook like to eat these things. But tarpon munch down on these bad boys. It's pretty hard to keep them on with these little treble hooks, but they like to eat them. And largemouth bass, obviously, will hit just about anything if they're in the mood for it. So we're just gonna cruise the bank, make diagonal cast up along the bank, and pull it off. And we're definitely gonna be looking for shaded pockets underneath the mangroves. Any type of structure or shade, that's where these fish are gonna be latching onto. Mainly snook and bass. Tarpon like to suspend kind of out in the middle in deep holes, but these snook and bass are probably gonna be tight to the shore. There's a snook, little one. Little one. Fat snook. Oh, I got a hook in my shirt. Okay, sorry buddy. That was the worst release of all time, but he put a hook through my shirt. Alright, well, there's our fat snook right there that I thumped on the deck. I'm going to try something a little strange here. This is actually a drop shot I've rigged up right here, like a little 4-inch drop shot minnow, 1/4 ounce drop shot weight, 12-pound fluorocarbon, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader. You know, I've actually, truth be told, I've used the drop shot in saltwater over the past week, and I've caught a few snapper and a few snook, but it's never really been enough to put together a video. And I think that'll work very well for tarpon. Tarpon love little glass minnows, so we'll try bouncing that around for a little bit and see what happens. But I think it'll work. I got a weird idea. Oh gosh, freaking jack came up and ate my drop shot worm. Look at that, a jack on the drop shot. What do you know? Ooh. Alright, this is probably going to be the last lure we throw before I call it a day. It's a little Sabile twitch shad. It has been slow, man. It's very frustrating. There's a ton of little juvenile tarpon from the 1 to 20 pound range just rolling everywhere and feeding on the surface, but they are not eating anything. And even I had another boat that said they've been out here since 7 a.m. and they've only had one single hit from a tarpon all day, that they're just not wanting to eat, it seems. But we're going to throw a few more casts and see if we can maybe hook up with fish before we need to go in. It's about 11 o'clock right now already, so it's kind of heating up. At the house. You know, today was a slow day for sure, just catching some jack, but it was really awesome seeing that big snook try to eat a topwater so many times, man. I don't know what the deal was. He just could not get the topwater down, and I didn't speed it up, and I didn't pull it from him. I kept my cool, and I kept working at the same rate, and he just wouldn't get it. And he followed it right next to the boat, and I got a good look at him. He's probably like a 32 to 34 inch snook. Would have definitely been a good one to catch, but that's the way it goes sometimes. You know, moving back into the mangroves, saw a lot of tarpon, like all from the 5 to 20 pound range, so no giants, but they were just rolling everywhere. And I talked to a few other boats, and they all said the same thing, where they've been fishing all morning and could not get them to eat. That's just the way tarpon are sometimes. If they don't want to eat, there's almost no convincing them to eat unless you're going to throw live bait at them. And still, even sometimes that doesn't work. But today was fun. I definitely wish I could have hooked that big snook and had a little more success, but it was fun regardless. And it's kind of got my hopes up because the topwater bite is becoming more and more prevalent. And when summer really hits, man, the topwater snook bite is insane. But I'm looking forward to that. I know not a super killer action of fish, but I enjoyed myself. It was a beautiful day. Always appreciative of getting out. But that is it. I appreciate you guys. Until next time.